Hello, everybody. We have a really adorable bird just sitting on this railing with his back to me, and he once in a while just like fluffs his feathers, and it's the cutest thing. Hello there, guys. It is now the last week of Regency, and the sky is glorious today. I've just been like sitting out on my deck and watching the clouds go by, and I've been studying Lamentations because we're gonna finish the book tonight in my Zoom Bible study, and I'm so excited. Lamentations has been such an amazing book. Like, it's really all about dealing with difficult emotions, you know, when something terrible happens. And there's a lot of really good, like, built-in... Ooh, sorry, it might be windy here. It's very windy today. Anyways, yeah, it's really just about dealing with difficult emotions, and it has all kinds of built-in, like, cries to God, you know, when things are going bad, which is great because at the moment Kevin and I are stressed about my health. So this was a really good time for me to be reading Lamentations with Dia from A Novel Idea, and Joanna, who is my K-drama buddy and now my Bible study buddy. Like, she's just been so consistent with me throughout this whole time, and it's been wonderful to have Christian fellowship with them, and I'm just so thankful for them and everybody else who pops in here and there, and my parents as well. My mom comes like almost every week. Yeah, I just really am adoring them in that study. But I also met a friend from my church the last time we went to church, and we decided to talk on Zoom last week. So I'm going to be starting a Bible study that she hosts, and she said she can Zoom us in, and this one will work really well for us because currently Kevin is working during the time of my Lamentations Bible study, which will soon be my Daniel Bible study. So he can't come to that, but he can come to this one in James. It's almost Lent as well, so I started The Cloud of Unknowing. Yay, can't wait to do that. And that will be, it's technically a joint book club pick between my book club, Short Classics for Charity. It's only like 100 pages if you take out all the introductions and stuff. And Emma, the Bookish Princess's Bookish Kingdom book club. So I'm starting that one. I am 50% through the Vicar of Wakefield. So today I'm going to be talking to a friend on Zoom at 1. My foot's starting to hurt. I gotta go. I'll probably maybe talk to you again tomorrow.
Oh, don't forget.
Look, there's frost on the mountain. So pretty.
We're out here braving the elements.
Hi.
Sunny California.
Yeah, it's not super snowy, but we've definitely had flurries all day. Is it snowy?
Mm-hmm.
It's snowy where my mom lives.
Yep.
We're gonna go get some Chinese food lunch today with my dad. It's fun having them retired and living not too far away. What did you do today?
I got up, took a shower, talked to you, came here.
All right. That sounds like a good day so far.
Yeah.
Not too much going on yet today. My mom is like really busy normally, like all the time.
Oh,
So
that's true. Well,
I'm always happy
yesterday
when she
I made
relaxes.
bread and minestrone.
Yes.
And that's a big job, cutting all the veggies. And
And
you
then
know
you had
about
Bible
that.
study.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, last night.
Yep, she's my cooking buddy. We always cook when she comes over. And Nancy too, when she comes over. They always help me cook.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So today it is Thursday the 23rd, so a couple days since I talked to you. And I'll talk to you a little bit later because I've been having a really relaxing morning. I just was writing down quotes from the Vicar of Wakefield and sitting by the fire and watching the snow fall outside. It was a great morning. And I have so much to share about the Vicar of Wakefield. It's so good. But we're gonna head out.
Bye.
Look at all the little birds. They're so cute and little. And they have like the black cap on their heads.
Some of them are Be the black-capped chickadee.
It's so pretty.
Yes.
The frost on the mountain. Love it. We have the pole, of course.
Ah,
We have to have the pole.
can't avoid the pole.
That's fair.
We got some pot
Unless you want me to be
stickers.
holding up our nose to eating it.
I'm here with my mom and dad, and we had a big bowl of hot and sour soup. I actually had 2 bowls of it. It was so good. On to the pot stickers.
How much they make these?
And we got some mushu
Wyoza.
pork.
I think these are a little bit
We put them in a pancake,
fill
fill them with that stuff, and we put plum sauce on it. It's so good.
You're showing them some of your vlogs and stuff.
I don't know about.
They get up really early in the morning.
Holy corn pancake?
That's
Oh,
not
what's
the
that?
right juice. That juice is for the
Oh,
pasta.
what's that?
This is
Oh. She had it too.
pretty easy, huh? And we were planning on going to Santa Rosa. We have our Costco reward. I'll be right back. I'm gonna.
Yeah, oh, it's still steaming. This is egg foo young.
I'll be right back.
So good. Hey guys, back home now. My mom just dropped me off and, well, actually that was like an hour ago. I've been doing my physical therapy stretches, what I can do of them. I thought I would tell you how I've been doing with the Vicar of Wakefield because it is so good, guys. I've really been taking tons of notes and it's been a blast. I'm learning new words from it, and it took a while for me to start reading large chunks of it because I wanted to catch every word in the beginning, and it's not like the story was moving really quickly. So I was just reading every word very carefully because I was really just enjoying the writing. Like, the writing itself was why I was enjoying it. Like, the characters were great, but that comes along with good writing, you know what I mean? So, and then around somewhere in the 30s, the story really took off and I became more able to read it at longer chunks. I feel like in the beginning, everything seemed like very black and white, and the vicar was very confident in his views and in, you know, the virtue that he was instilling in his family. And then as the story goes on, the characters become less of a stereotype and more complex. The situations become more gray, and this is in perfect alignment with their slowly deteriorating monetary conditions. So in the beginning, they are rich, and within like a couple chapters, they have lost all of their money and they are going to go live on a farm instead of in the city, and some things that they were planning, like a wedding for their oldest son, get called off. And really, I think one of the themes of this book is something that the son says, the oldest son who has to go out and make his fortune in the world. He later says, I found that riches in general were in every country another name for freedom, and that no man is so fond of liberty himself as not to be desirous of subjecting the will of some individuals in society to his own. And I really think that the story definitely plays this theme out dramatically because, like, for example, their landlord pretty much dooms them just because they don't agree with his way of living. Like, he does something terrible to them, and then he's like, well, you could just be happy like I am with it. And when they are like not in alignment with that, the vicar tells him, go and possess what fortune has given thee, beauty, riches, health, and pleasure. Go and leave me to want, infamy, disease, and sorrow. Yet, humbled as I am, shall my heart still vindicate its dignity. And though thou hast my forgiveness, thou shalt ever have my contempt. I really feel like the theme here is that the rich are pretty much going to enforce their way over the poor, and the poor don't really have any freedom in the matter. So they have less freedom the poorer they become. So it was just really interesting to see that progression, to see his confidence in himself and his ability really deteriorate. He still has confidence in God, which is really where it should be the whole time. But you see them making like moral mistakes and making more gray decisions rather than just the black and white easy decisions that they have with like their rich life earlier on in the story. So I'm really enjoying the progression. I think the writing is really good. Like I said, I think the characterization's good and the story has really picked up. And I've just enjoyed the entire thing like so much. And I get very much like strong Bennett family vibes from certain moments in this story, particularly with the storyline of Lydia in Pride and Prejudice. And I'm not gonna say like, oh, I think Jane Austen took, inspiration from this, but I'm sure she did read this, and it just has a very similar feel. Not at all to say that they are like ripping off one another at all. That's what it reminded me of, and in a good way. I'm really adoring this. And I did also start The Cloud of Unknowing, and the language is killing me, guys. I should have gotten one of the easier translations rather than trying to do the free one online, because I'm trying to sit down and read with it, but I cannot understand what this guy is writing. So hopefully that will change as I get deeper into the book. I've literally only read 3 chapters because I'm just sitting there struggling over it for literally hours. I've tried to read I've read some of the introduction, but it's so long. So yeah, I don't know, but I really like parts of it. I put a few quotes out there, but I'm really struggling with that one. So hopefully that can pick up soon. So everybody,
Got the heater to work.
we woke up to this morning, which I certainly have never seen. This is definitely more snow than I've ever seen us get. This is insane. I can't believe we're in Northern California. Wow, this is just wild. So our power has gone out twice in the last 3 days. And one of them at least was because of the snow. So it's still out now, but we have a battery in our garage. So thankfully we're okay. We have lights, our fridge is working, our microwave is working. Kevin's gonna try to clean off our solar panels. I can't even go out there. I don't have any boots. Kevin is now, for the first time ever, shoveling our driveway because we're gonna try to get to the store to buy some fruit for me and some sustenance for him. We can't use our oven, but we can use our microwave because of our battery. We have a Tesla battery that came for free with our solar panels. Just thought I'd show you what we're doing. By the way, I finished the Vicar of Wakefield. I cried. It was so good, guys. Literally a new favorite. My favorite thing I've probably read so far this year. So good. Okay, we're going. And I'm gonna finish Evelina, hopefully. This is the wildest thing ever. It's definitely melted a bunch since this morning when we woke up. But, and obviously a snowplow came through some of the main roads. What? Wow. Hello everybody. It's now Monday. It is, February 27th, I think? So we have 1 day left of Regency, and it has taken this long for the snow in our yard to look like this. It's finally actually almost gone. But it's snowing again, but it's kind of slushy snow. So I don't think it's gonna stick. But we have been warned that we may have more weather-related outages, etc. coming. But I don't know. I mean, it would have to get a little colder, I think, because the snow looks slushy. Anyways, I'll talk to you a little later about my reading. Hi there, guys. It is now February 28th, so it's the end of febregency. Woo! We did it! We had another great febregency. I'd love to hear how your guys's was. And really, I'm moving into my Lent reading now. And I'm not really doing any Lent fasts this year for Lent, because I did some fasts earlier this year, and they were very refreshing. And I'll probably do some more a little later in the year, maybe around summertime. So, but my Lent reading is really picking up speed. I'm in chapter 9 of The Cloud of Unknowing. So far in The Cloud of Unknowing, it's been talking about how the purpose of this work is so that you can connect to God more deeply, like on a deeper level than just thinking about things that happen here on earth, even if it's something that God was kind to do for you, or someone was kind to do for you, or thinking of your own sinfulness or whatever. These are too like thought-based, and you can't really connect to God with thought. You can only connect to him with love, is what it's saying, which maybe that's a little bit too blunt of a way to say that, because it's not saying thought is bad, but it's just saying that a real connection with God will have more to it than just thought. So it's kind of talking about how to beat back that thought and instead just connect with God through love. So it's interesting so far. I've read some mysticism before. I read Revelations of Divine Love, and I read some in school as well. And I always think it's an interesting experience because these people were experiencing God on such a deep level. And so monks and stuff, say what you want about monks. I know there's some things about monastic practices that didn't work out very well with human nature being as it is. But I definitely think they were onto something as far as connecting with God, like all the time. So I'm enjoying it. In the beginning, I was really finding the language very difficult, but I'm definitely starting to get used to it and adjust, which is what I was hoping. I tend to find that to be the case. If something is really difficult for me in the very beginning when I'm reading it, I just have to give it more of a shot, and eventually my brain will kind of expect it and relax into it. And I think that's true for a lot of people with classics. It takes some time to get used to the language, and it's true with learning languages too. It takes some time for your brain to relax into a new language. So I'm definitely starting to relax into it. I'm listening to the LibriVox audiobook along with reading it, and it's going so well. And I finished Evelina last night, and I rated it 65 out of 100%. There was definitely some really enjoyable parts to it, and then there were some really tedious parts to it, and it was like very repetitive. So I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. I definitely would have DNF'd it, I think, if it wasn't for febregency. So that's something nice about group reads. Sometimes something that I wouldn't otherwise finish, I will finish just because I'm excited to talk about it with people, because talking about it with people sometimes makes it worth it to finish something like that. So I'm excited about it. And that's why I love read-alongs. And now I can say that I finished it. So there is always the caveat that, if I'm finishing a book that I'm not really enjoying and that's really long and that's dragging for me, I probably could have finished 2 shorter books that I really loved if I had just DNF'd the longer one. But in this case, Evelina was very easy to listen to on audiobook, so I didn't feel like I was missing out on other books because, sometimes on audiobook, it doesn't have to be a stunning, amazing, life-changing book. It's just something to listen to and to keep your brain engaged with stories and to take part in events, which is really the purpose of reading Evelina for me. So it was a good experience overall, mainly because we're going to have a discussion about it, and that makes it worth it. So I've started the Ian Mortimer book again. I'm really enjoying it better now, I think because I loved The Vicar of Wakefield, and I have better focus for it now. So I'm in, I think, chapter 4 of that, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'll probably continue listening to that. So I'm hoping I can do some vlogging for middle grade March, but we'll see. Vlogging is kind of tough. I'm supposed to be getting together with a friend, the creator of Families Together, who is the charity that I send all of my ad revenue to. We're supposed to be getting together and doing like a reading party together on Zoom because she's back in the area. She's like 3 minutes away from me, but she's recovering from the stomach bug, so I couldn't actually go see her, which I was really sad about because she only comes a couple times a year. So that's really unfortunate, but we're gonna meet on Zoom and do some reading, and she was interested in reading The Cloud of Unknowing, so I don't know if we'll read that. Okay, I'll talk to you guys next time. Let me know how your febregency went, and I would just love to hear from you. Any thoughts that you have, I just love to hear from you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.